Good day, ladies and gents. Welcome to the FairwayFit Golf Podcast, where two friends get together to talk about how we are trying to look good, feel good, and play good. Let's go. All right, welcome back, FairwayFit fans. I've got Greg here. Greg in I think his third or fourth place of recording now for season number 3.
Yeah. I've been a what is it? A little Rolling Stone. I've been a couch surfer. I've been, a tumbleweed, however way you want to put it. But I've been in multiple locations.
You are in probably the correct location
primary residence. Yes.
But not in the exact spot.
No.
You're putting things together for the future here.
I still have tables, chairs, and everything like that are in boxes.
Definitely the couch surfing podcaster.
Yes. It's one of those times in your life where you feel like you're homeless, but you're not, and it's
you're expensively paying a lot to be homeless.
Yes.
So, well, no. We are back. We've had a pretty exciting week. We have a match to talk about. We have a upcoming match to talk about. Got a little game to play. But right now, man, has it been cold the last 2 days?
Mother Nature just can't make up her mind right now. I mean, like you can go from
it's not Father Nature. It is Mother Nature.
It's
making up your mind kind of runs with the territory.
Polar opposites. It snowed today. Like it's sleeting.
Oh, I didn't
today.
have that.
Oh yeah. In South Riding, it was a rain, like a wintry mix, like a sleet, snow, rain mixture for about 20 minutes. Obviously it didn't stick or anything like that. But at the same time, come on now. It is April 20th. It's 420.
Ayo. We played on Saturday, and tonight it is Monday night as we're recording here. And my little guy had a double header yesterday. So we woke up, he got pushed back an hour, went to the field, and I'm kind of the guy that has a little bit more experience working on it. Now, this one we don't have, it is a county run field. In the past, it was our field, so we can do whatever we want with it.
So no turfus or anything?
No, we didn't have anything, but I'd be honest with you, I stood there for maybe 15 minutes and just watched the puddle around the mound get worse and worse. And so we didn't play. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of glad it was cold. It was 42 degrees at that time and rainy. And I'm like, dude, this is, obviously playing's a little bit different. But
you're moving around.
Coaching, I'm moving around, but man, it would have been a cold day. So I wasn't that
extra trigger signals.
Yeah, I wasn't that upset with the cancellation. I was upset for my little guy because obviously he wanted to play, but and all the others, but we'll make it up. We have plenty of games in this future. So
just got now you got a week that's going to have 6 games instead of 4.
Yes, we've already been rescheduled. It kind of bumped me from going to live, which kind of stinks. But he comes first, so it's kind of what it is. But yeah, so speaking of, we brought up we got our first match. This is something we've been trying to do. But we paired back up, which actually we don't get to do very often when we play.
I think the last
push to other teams all the time.
Last time we paired up was the red, white, and blue last year, July.
Yeah. And that was a tournament. That was a little bit different than a 2v2 match. But good friends of the flow, Anthony and Matt, who were 2 of our FairwayFit cuppers who've come down with us, challenged us to a match.
Cuppers. You know what? Let's just roll with it. We're the FairwayFit cuppers. I don't know. I tell you the truth.
Attendees.
I don't know what we would call it, but you know what? I like cuppers.
Participants.
I like cuppers.
I'm going cuppers.
You cup a lot of things.
Cups.
Yep.
We hit cups in this game.
There you go. There you go. I like it.
FairwayFit cuppers.
You can take that a lot of different directions, and I like it.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. But no, they came out. We were here at Stoneleigh. They came out. They wanted to play a match. They have not played too much since our trip, but it was beautiful weather. I don't think we could have asked for any better temperatures or weather. It was a little windy at times, but it's Stoneleigh, so it's always
little gusts from the gods here and there.
And you know, spoiler alert, we were victorious. We're 1-0, baby.
1-0, undefeated on the time.
Undefeated. So whoever wants to challenge us, please challenge us. But real quickly, before we get into the match, I do need to make sure pay the bills. So let's talk about our sponsor, Back Nine Leesburg. It is a indoor facility, massive simulators. If you're ever anywhere close to Leesburg, please check this out. If you want to get grinded out, you want to play golf courses from around the world, just battle your buddies, whatever it may be, or just get dialed in. Back Nine of Leesburg. It's got full swing Pro 2.0 simulators, top notch, top of the line. It's got a PuttView putting green that's massive in size. They are opening soon. The exciting thing about them, they are 24/7. So if you are a late nighter like you, or an early morning guy like myself, you could definitely get there and get the work in that's needed. They are accepting founding members right now for a major discount. Make sure to mention FairwayFit Golf, but check them out at theback9.com/Leesburg-Virginia, and be sure to follow them on Instagram at B9Golf Leesburg. I
cannot wait to just do the transition of, all right, I only have this bucket of balls that I bought, to I have, an hour and 45 minutes that I can just go through drills. I can hit, 40, 50.
Oh, you want to do a hole one challenge?
I can do
number 7 at Pebble Beach. I'm
on the complete opposite spectrum of you. You got to remember that I'm back to like I need to be hitting like 40 balls that are at like 50% and getting the ball to turn left and working on
straight. Just hit it straight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Stevie P there to help me learn some alignment stick tricks, and I need some drill time. And really, that's something I've never really had the benefit of. Is most of the time it's like, yes, I can go through some drills, but when I was going morning range sessions at South Riding and stuff like that, like it was more so hit balls, track flight, track numbers. That way I can kind of transfer it onto the course. I never really had time to like sit down and be like, okay, I'm hitting a whole bucket of balls, like 50%, because I was paying every single bucket. So, I'm looking really more so forward to the being able to actually go through drills and stuff and try and better the game even without just a full swing. PuttView, I'm really excited about. I really want to try that out. That looks the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to probably, I think when it comes down to it, we're both average putters. I wouldn't say we're great or we're bad. I think I've gotten better in my putting. Have been a little bit more consistent over the last couple of years. It's going to either tell us some really good things or tell us how far away we really are from what we think we are.
This is my thought process on PuttView. Is I played in a glow ball tournament, and I don't know what year this was, but it was me, Jack, RP, and Dan, and we played it at Hidden Creek, and it was a glow ball tournament, and Dan hits the ball harder than anyone I've ever seen in my life. And fortunately for him, he basically hit the ball and broke the little glow stick thing inside of it. And it was like leaking. So when he putted on a green, it almost left the trail like Predator behind it. And like he made the long putt, and I was like, he left like a perfect line. I was like, let me see if I can follow it, and literally hit a putt, and it followed his line and then went right in. And I was like, this is awesome. So I'm viewing PuttView as like, oh, you show me the line. This is like Tiger Vision on the greens, and I can just basically practice that.
I think I would have gone more with the morning dew rounds that have dew instead of the gel ball or glow ball.
Predator, come on now. Predator was a solid movie.
I like where he went.
One of Schwarzenegger's top movies.
Has to be. But yeah, so that place is pretty close to opening up. Pretty exciting to do it. But before we get there, we did have a match.
We did.
Right? We told you that we were 1-0. Well, let's talk about the match a little bit. you, me.
We
We
looked
gave
good.
on a,
We looked
we
good
did,
on
we did. We
accident.
actually matched. We matched, but no, and everyone seemed to be pretty excited about it. We played straight up, and we were playing a combined best ball score, so it wasn't just the low of the us two, but it was combined scores, and we were giving up 10 shots to each of the partners. Anthony and Matt got 10, so they got 5 per side. We were playing our typical 5-for-5 game, 5-5-5 game, where 5 on the front, 5 on the back, and then obviously you can
5
win
total.
it all by winning it overall. So it's pretty ugly front, I think, for both of us.
Yeah.
I did, getting dressed, kind of have a back spasm that I don't know. I still feel it. It's still something that I'm going through.
Was it
chiropractor
putting the sock on? Was it
No,
the
it
pants
wasn't
up?
even. I've done that.
Bending over to get a belt or something? I mean,
No, I've done that, but I don't. This one I don't remember exactly what was. I have done it doing the sock before, and it was really weird because, as I was telling you, it was like I went there early. It was later in the day. Our round was pretty late, 3:30, 3:15 or 3:30 tee time. So I went over there with my little guy, and we were hitting balls, and it was warmer.
yeah.
So I was getting loose, and I told you, I was like, I don't know how this is going to bother me, because when I hit full shots, I probably won't have the same distance or length, but I actually don't feel it as much. But when I hit these in between shots, it was there. Like, it was just kind of like, oh, man. But the getting out of the cart, putting my tee in the ground, getting the ball off the ground, getting out of the cup or whatever it may be, those are the ones that was kind of like, oh man, there it is. So I do feel much better today. It's still there. I did just have basketball practice with my youngest, and moved around, I thought, okay, during that. So we'll see how it goes. But we did lose the front.
We did.
That
was majority my fault, if anybody can guess on that one. That was
I would say we both didn't play well, and they had 5 shots, and I think Matt, on 5 of his ones he got a pop, he parred 4 of them, or no, parred or bogeyed 4 of them. He parred 3 of them and bogeyed just 1. So he took advantage, and I had 2 double bogeys on the front pretty early. Number 2 in the ball, and we met up a couple times. And then I think I had a late double as well too. So it really, let's be honest, we ended up losing, I think, 1 down going into the back. Could have been 2 down, to be honest with you.
Lots of back and forth though on the front. It was a lot of like 1 up, even, 1 down, even.
And let's be honest, they weren't just, outside of the stretch I just gave of Matt, they weren't crushing the ball either. They weren't flushing everything. But going into the back, we did change a little bit. We mixed up our order off of 10, and that made a big difference. I think you smoked one on 10. I actually lost the ball on 10, but ended up making only a bogey. And so I kind of figured it out a little bit on the back. I don't know what I really did differently as far as my back or anything. I just maybe put myself in a little bit better spots. And I ended up shooting 2 over on the back. So I ended up shooting an 82 on the day. I think you shot 3 or 4 shots better on the. No, you shot.
No, I shot 6 or 7
shots better.
6 or 7.
6 or 7 shots better on the front. We were able to not only win the back, but that also came up and let us win it overall. They went through a pretty tough stretch.
Yeah.
14, 15, 17, where
16.
Because I think 16 was the par 3. I thought 17. I don't know. They went through a pretty tough stretch where they didn't finish a couple holes, so it was kind of. And we played well on those, so I don't think we would have lost it. But yeah, we're 1-0. We can't say much more.
Can't beat it. Wasn't pretty, but we got the job done.
If somebody else is out there that would like to challenge us, obviously we'll play with handicaps and make it as fair as we possibly think we are going to be. Let's go. Yeah. And I'll take on the 1-0. We'll try to get this to a streak. Got 2 to go.
We've established that the season 2. Season 2.
Season 2, I think we took about 4 episodes to establish it, but we did kind of figure that out. And we do have a match tomorrow, but we're actually on opposite teams tomorrow. So we'll probably recap it next week on our episode. But yeah, I mean, how'd you feel after the round? I mean, I know you haven't had much time to get out, but your number, I think you ended up shooting 94.
95.
95. So, I mean, obviously it's a little better from the day before, but I definitely thought it was definitely on the back. I felt like you played better golf than you did previously. So I don't know if it's overall contact, a couple things here and there, obviously, but
for some reason still there, I just can't make putts. I burn edges and lip out on a lot there. I think it's just basically
even on the 6-footers though, you weren't even like hitting the hole on a couple of them.
Yeah,
I was kind of shocked.
I was pushing and tugging quite a bit. Where obviously made a little adjustment on I think it was 8 or 9. I basically just kind of changed my alignment a little bit and stopped heel cutting the ball and everything like that with the putter.
We do think the grip might be out of line.
Yes, we do. We did establish that which sucks because it's a brand new grip. But
I don't think that's so hard. I think you just gotta warm it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you'd get that. I don't know. I guess you can cover it, heat it some which way, put it by the fire.
Yeah, I do have an electric fireplace now, so
I mean, just turn that on for 10 minutes and warm it up, and you got to be able to move it pretty easily. It wasn't like it was an inch off. It was maybe a 16th of an inch.
Yeah,
maybe a touch more. So, but I don't know. But other than that, yeah, I mean, obviously, we talked real briefly afterwards. I know your putts were high, but I also didn't think you gave yourself a lot of makeable putts. I thought you had a lot of 6 to 10 footers.
Yeah,
from your lag putts, but also your chips weren't really that close because you hit 3 greens. Maybe.
I was something ridiculous. Like I might have been like 20% greens.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously you hit more greens, you're going to have more putts. But if you're missing greens and have a lot of putts, then I think it's more of the chippy route than it is. I mean, you just got to give yourself a 5 to 6 footer and make 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And it changes the whole round for you. I mean, that takes that 95 down to like a 92 to 91. Keep 2 balls in play. Now you're shooting 88. You know what I mean? So it's, but we get to go back out there tomorrow. Also, friend of the show, Anthony, come and joining us again. My vibes guy. Nick's coming out to join us. Also a cupper.
He is a cupper.
FairwayFit cupper.
We're just rolling it out.
We're just going with it. So we are going to have that tomorrow. We have a kind of a nice little day off due to the election that's going. Golfers, Brad from FairwayFit Golf here. I've got a rainy day outside. I'm in my garage. I'm trying to grind to get better. If this is you, this is what's coming to Leesburg. Back 9 Golf of Leesburg. It is here, just a few weeks away. Multiple golf simulators, full swing 2.0 simulators, a PuttView putting green, about 400 square feet plus. It is the place for those who are trying to get better. Check it out now. Follow them on Instagram at Back9 Golf Leesburg. Check out their website. They are accepting founding memberships as we speak. Mention FairwayFit Golf for your discount now. So let's go to the next part of our show. Again, if you are interested in reaching out to us, check us out on our socials because we'll be glad to meet you and play. I mean, we're not high dollar guys, but we love competition and we love playing. So make sure to check us out. And we'll teach you how to look good as well too. So if you check out our pro shop at fairwayfitgolf.com, we'll definitely help you out there. But Greg, I went to my friend, Chat, last name GPT, and I was trying to figure out a couple ideas to talk about today. And I thought would be a good one is that something that we're always trying to learn about statistics and some different things that kind of eliminate some guesswork on some things we do on the golf course.
Little golf IQ test?
Not like an IQ test, but sometimes like understanding and not having such high expectations for us amateurs who are, let's be honest, we're trying to get better. These guys on tour are. They're what we would inspire to be. I mean, obviously we're not going to put the work ethic in, but I'd love to be able to go out shoot scores like them, even if it's at my local community, whatever it be. So my buddy Chat gave me 10 PGA Tour stats that shock amateur golfers.
Okay. All right.
Now,
I mean, I was kind of shocked with the 20-footer. I mean, I guess it was 1.6.
When I read through these, some of them we have talked about on the show. Some of them we got 10 of them. We're going to see how you grade out. Okay. We're teachers. We like giving grades. We like to see how we're going to be.
Is there a floor grade?
So 50 below.
Okay. Fair enough. Good. Good.
All right. So I'm going to read the stat to you, and then you're obviously going to tell me fact or myth. And then I will try to give you either the additional information about the stat or correct whatever you decided. That makes sense. It made sense to me, so hopefully it made sense to you.
I'm good.
So from 150 yards away in the fairway, the average PTA player hits it inside 10. Fact or myth?
Myth.
Right. So myth is the correct answer. Do you know what the average is?
Isn't it 30 feet?
So for 150 yards, it's actually 23 to 25 feet.
It's off by a little bit.
But I thought that was interesting because how many times have we gone into Grant back on the cart and you're like, oh, was that 15 feet or 25 feet? You know, like we have a lot of those shots from that as well, too, when we talk about our first putts. So sometimes I always have to kind of remember, they miss greens as well too. They don't hit it as close. They're not hitting it to 3 feet. They're making putts. Let's be honest.
Right.
They make putts. We don't make putts. They make putts. They make that like 5 to 10 footer, I think, is where they always talk about where the money is made on the course. So, all right. So 1 for 1. Well done. All right. Number 2. PGA Tour players make about half of their putts from 8 feet.
This is a trick question because I want to say like it's either. I'm going to say half their putts inside of 8 feet.
So PGA Tour players make about half their putts from 8 feet. So we'll just it's just an 8-foot putt.
I'll say fact on that one.
I'll say fact. So that is true. That is a fact.
What's the actual percentage though?
So they make 50%. The elite players make 56.
I was about to say that's what I was like I feel like it's either like, oh no, it's 48% or it's like 55% type thing.
Yeah. So the elite players are at your 56. So elite, I would say what, top 50 in the world? I mean,
if you're top 50
in the world.
I don't know if you're ranked in the world. How about that? Like,
well, I think every pro is ranked. I mean, you could be ranked 7,000 as long as you're. I don't know. Anyway,
can I look up my world ranking?
Well, you're not pro. I bet you're. Yeah, I don't know.
Somewhere in the 2.5 million range, probably. Somewhere.
So I have heard that stat before. I think we've actually talked about that stat before.
Yeah.
And I like to think if I can be 50% between the 5-6 foot range, then that would put me kind of equivalent to what they're doing at that. So maybe even 4 to 5 feet, I guess, would be more accurate.
Yeah.
So about 5 feet, you got to be around that 50% mark. But they talk about
just at a gimme range. The just at a gimme range putts. If you can be 50% there, you're dropping your putt numbers down a lot.
2, if not 3 putts around. If you really think about it,
maybe more. Tell you the truth.
Could be even more. So all right, 2 for 2. You're on fire right now. Let's see if we can make this a streak.
Yes.
All right. Tour players hit over 80% of the fairways in a typical round.
Myth.
I think that was easy.
Because tell you the truth, like one thing I've been seeing a lot lately is like whatchamacallit was just talking about rolling the ball back. He was like, nowadays people don't care about fairways. If they're in like the first cut or the short stuff on the rough, distance from the tee to the green is more so important, where basically they're just bombing it and saying, I'm perfectly fine out of the rough. So, I mean, that's where you're seeing like Rory hitting 330, 340 yard
Yeah.
drives. If he's a little bit off the rough, he's still a wedge in, if even, and it's out of the rough. But I mean, I think,
I think we're talking about the Masters. Roy was in the first 2 rounds. Obviously, he had a 6-shot lead, and he was like 90th in driving accuracy. But I think in more detail, it's the guy from Decade Golf who does the stats gained, or no, it's not stats gained, strokes gained. There are more PGA Tour courses that value distance off the tee, accuracy off the tee. But when it comes down to it, the majors are the accuracy, which is funny because Augusta, the way I guess it was dried out, it didn't matter.
Right.
But like this weekend at Harbor Town, they said Harbor Town is one of the more traditional golf courses that valued accuracy more than distance off the tee. And they said that can change every round too, depending on the conditions. Not just the golf courses, depending on the conditions. Which I guess would be more of how firm the golf course is and how much spin you can put on the ball out of the rough.
What's the average tour players driving accuracy?
So that says 60 to 65%.
Okay, that's not bad.
Fairways. And so that would be what? Out of 14 fairways, you're hitting 9?
Yeah.
9 to 10? Yeah, I'm not there. No, 8 to 9. 8 to 9. Because 7, so we'll just say 8 to 9 fairways out of the 14. I don't usually hit that.
Yeah.
Of course, their golf courses are a little bit harder than ours.
Just a little bit.
All right, dude, you are started to
streaking.
Let's keep it going. From 100 yards in the fairway, a tour pro usually leaves themselves inside 10 feet.
$100 yards in the fairway.
In the fairway. Keyword fairway. SAT. Keywords.
I mean, I'm going to say myth as well.
You are continuing your streak. So it's 15 to 18 feet.
I'm about to say, I was inside 20 feet, yes. Inside 10 feet, no.
Yeah. I would say, I think that's another one we've heard a couple times, because I think we both thought it was closer in that it's more like the 20-foot range. Again, some of these could be elite numbers as well too. So 15 to 20 feet. So you're on fire. Maybe we're a little bit better than we are. I don't know. All right, number 5. PGA Tour players make about 20% of their putts from 20 feet. Even elite putters. Oh yeah, that's it. PGA Tour players make about 20% of their putts from 20 feet.
Myth.
PGA Tour players make about 20% of their putts from 20 feet.
Well, if they're only making 1.6 over a 4-day period, it's got to be a myth.
It was 1.8.
1.8. Over a 4, I would say myth.
That was per round over 4 days, so it's per round.
It's per round.
Yeah.
I'm still going to say myth.
All right, so the streak has come to an end.
Dang.
Even elite putters only make about 1 in 5 from that.
So they're right at 20%.
So they're right at 20%. 1 out of 5 make about 20%. So I guess that was a kind of a skewed question. Maybe you needed to see it. I'll give you that. But no, streak is over.
Streak's over.
All right, still pretty good. We're 4 for 5. It's a heck of a day at the plate. Tour players. All right, number 6. Tour players still make bogey during most rounds.
Yes, true. I mean, fact.
So it is a fact, but I would wonder. Okay, so even the best players make a few bogeys,
but they make up for it with birdies. Yeah.
So if you looked at,
I'm not saying every round, like a tour player. Yes, there's multiple rounds where they're.
You did say fact, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I would say, multiple players have gone out there and yes, to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, if you looked at yesterday's last 2 groups,
yeah,
none of them bogeyed.
Right.
until I guess Scotty could have bogeyed that playoff hole, but he didn't have to.
Right.
Fitzpatrick bogeyed 18 and then birdied it in the playoff, so which was a ridiculous 4-iron.
Yes.
Far away he was. They said he actually they don't think he got away with it because I guess he had a little Fred McGriff.
He did. He let it go. He almost let it go.
Do you remember the Fred McGriff though?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. I know you're not a huge baseball
crime
fan,
dog. Come on now.
Yeah. He was money. So
back then, I was huge baseball.
Okay, I like it. All right. Moving on. So we're 5 out of 6 so far. So you've hit the floor.
All right, let's go.
So you only can be higher than the floor. All right. The average PGA Tour driving distance is around 300 yards.
Fact.
So it's fact. I think you can actually, I think it's like 305.
Yeah,
now.
I was about to say, I think now, if I remember correctly, I think I did see a stat on this a couple weeks ago. I think it's like 304.7 or something like that is the average.
So it's the average PGA Tour driving distance is around 3 hours. The bigger difference is control and consistency at that speed.
Right.
So the guys who are averaging at 300 yards, I bet their accuracy is a lot lower than the guys who are 280 to be my guess. Dude, you're on fire, right? Okay, number 8. Tour pros hit every green in regulations most round. I might have to argue this one.
I'm going to go myth.
Yeah, so it is a myth, which I do agree with.
I mean, there's
how many
100% green in regs, regardless.
How many do you think they hit per round? And I'll tell you why I
want to say 80%.
So I would argue this one because the PGA Tour TV that I watch.
Oh, it shows nothing but it.
They show so many good shots.
Yeah.
Of let's just say, if there's 120 guys in the tournament, they're only showing maybe 40 of the guys, and they're showing 80% good shots opposed to bad shots.
I'd never get on TV.
I would have,
I would never get on TV.
No. We would could even be in contention and they'd be all around us.
They'd be like, let's just get off.
Oh, it shoots 81 on the last round. Let it go.
I would
have thought it was higher to like the 14 or 15 but it's saying the average is 11 to 12 greens.
Really?
Yeah. 60, what is 12 of 18? 66%.
That's actually kind of baffling. All right.
I thought it would have been a little bit higher.
I would think that they'd be right around 8. Yeah, I was about to say, like around 80%.
The number I was guessing at.
75 to 80%, somewhere around there.
Now, the announcers do always make a big deal to share the info. He hit all 17, or he hit 17 of the 18 greens, or he hit all 18 greens in one day, and how impressive that is. But yeah, 11 to 12. So I'm not that far off. I'm usually in the 9 to the 10 range. My good days, obviously 11 to 12.
I'm a little off on that one.
That was the one. That's a big one. That's probably one, I would say, out of all of them. I know we always bring up the putting number. I would say hitting greens would be huge.
Yes.
Just start after tomorrow.
Nope. Let's start tomorrow.
All right. We're backing up now from 175 yards in the rough. Tour players usually aim for the center of the green.
Yeah, in fact.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, that's like break 100 101.
Yeah.
Is to you never chase pins, you go after center mass, and
I would wonder, I mean, obviously the lie in the rough dictates a ton. I wonder how much, like from 125 yards in the rough, 100 yards in the rough, are they actually going at pin? I mean, obviously a wedge is a much different now. 175, what are they hitting? Let's just say 8-iron. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, probably most of them in 8-iron. Depends on how thick the rough is. You might have to jump that up. I mean, if you're playing in the Open Championship, that's probably going to be a little bit different, changing around. But I would. I mean, that's like one of the most infamous, like break 100.
Yeah, 100.
Your biggest thing is you never chase pins. You go after center of the green.
Yeah. I feel like a big thing in the last couple of years that I have been trying to get better on is, and I don't want to call it course management, but I guess it falls under the course management, is picking the right clubs sometimes. Like,
yeah,
it makes like knowing your misses, picking that right club, knowing when to go towards the pin, not the pin, and reading your lies and everything. I mean, I think obviously just being around the game more and playing more golf, you learn so much more about that stuff.
This is what I'm interested about Pinehurst trip this year, is because having the 4 caddy, like having a guy like give me suggestions that like I'm not competing with at that moment. Yes, I know you always caddy for me when we're out there. But at the same time, like I think like a guy like telling me, hey, this is a flyer lie. I saw you hit your 8-iron last time. Why don't you hit like a 7-iron this time, or a 9-iron this time, and let's just play it there. Like I saw your miss or something like that. I think I arguably I need to go somewhere and have a caddy and just like see how different I would play just listening to somebody else.
Okay.
Somebody that's paid. Yes, I understand. I have you all the time.
No. I'm not disagreeing. One, I don't think a 4 caddy does that.
Nah, but he might.
I think a 4 caddy's the guy out in the fairway, right?
That is true. That's it. That's actually going to be pretty good too.
Oh yeah, we're going to need it. I'm with you on that. I like what you're thinking there. I may have an idea. All right, so you are 8 of 9. You're crushing this. The last one, I think you're going to get as well. A scratch golfer would only lose a couple of shots per round to a PGA Tour player. Per round, not per tournament, per round.
Myth.
All right, that is a myth. All right. The bonus question is, how many shots per round do you think he would lose? This one I was a little surprised on.
Scratch versus PGA Tour. Go with Brody's favorite number again. 4.
8 to 12.
Dang. Wow. It's like you're a pro and I'm a scratch golfer.
I thought that was crazy because, I mean, obviously scratch, you're going to shoot.
8 to 12?
I mean,
scratch, yeah, you might throw out some 75, 76s, 78s. But, I mean, you've seen tour players do that too on tour.
I know.
I know. Wow. I didn't think it was that, I mean, big of a jump. I understand the whole metrics of it, but at the same time, like, wow, 8 to 12. Good Lord.
I think it's a little bit of both, right? So let's just say a Max Homa, right? Guy's been a little bit up and down in the last year or so, but he comes over to Stoneleigh. Okay, never seen the course. We're playing 6,700 yards. He's used to playing 7,600 yards. Obviously, he's going to have some way. He doesn't have maybe he has his caddy, maybe he does. Let's say he has his caddy, because I think that actually is a big part. We just talked about how important caddies can be. And Stevie P, who is our, scratch golfer, right? Plus handicapper, +2 or 1 or 2, whatever it may be. And they play. I still think Max Homa was shooting 60, 61 at Stoneleigh, and Steve's trying to break par.
You think it's 61? He's going to go 11, 10, 11, what, 70?
From the tips on 18, he's laying up to a 9-iron on a par 5. So he's birdieing every par 5. When there's not one par 5, he will not bird. Now maybe 15 because he's blocked out by the tree. And he has to birdie at the hard.
Okay, yeah.
But there's name 3. I'm driver. That's blues. So I'm driver. Like yesterday, I was driver 9-iron on that to a front pin.
5.
So let's just
5. He's gonna have to take it around the corner.
3.
Yeah, but he's gonna. He's
So
probably hitting. He's probably hitting three wood there. Though.
3 wood is 8 iron.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they name all the par 4s.
I still think a 61's a stretch, but I mean, I still 65. I get it.
Yeah.
Man, but still 8 to 12 is
a lot.
That's a crazy. I couldn't imagine like let's just say like Steve or like RP like playing somebody and catching that many strokes. Like I feel like they're so good. You're like, oh, dude, them with 8 to 12 strokes. That's like unbeatable. But like, I get it.
I mean, what is Scotty giving his buddies? Right.
But he said he's playing 10 handicaps and giving like 14 strokes or 15 strokes or whatever. And sometimes.
I mean, what do you think Scotty Scheffler is handicap?
I think he said he played at a +5.
No. So I was watching one right now, like that Tegan was watching the other day.
I'm talking about last year when he said it.
I know. Hold on. Ryan Ruffles. You may not even know who this guy is. Nope. He's with Jason Day. He's a stud golfer. He was number 1 amateur for a long time, and he's a pro now. He said last year he was playing at a +9.
Good
so
Lord.
I think Scotty's playing at like a +12, +13. So he's given a 10 handicap 25
strokes. Yeah, 25 strokes. Good Lord.
That's. I mean, if he's a +9, Scotty's got to be a +12. I mean, he shot 11 under in 2 rounds at one of the hardest golf courses in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the slope and rating at Augusta? Do we know?
A lot.
91. So I don't know. That was one that was kind of out there, but all the others kind of made sense. I feel like we've heard over the last couple of years that we've been diving deep in the golf. But your knowledge is great. 9 for 10. I'm going to have to come up with some better ones here. I saw others, but I didn't know how this was going to go. So that was a good one to get started on. But before we get out of here, though, let's make sure we shout out to our sponsor again, Back 9 of Leesburg. If you ever need a place to practice, rain or shine, 24 hours a day, that's the place to go. You can grind it out on the full scene simulators, hit the PuttView, 24/7 access. I mean, founding memberships right now get you a great deal. Make sure to mention FairwayFit Golf, the back9golf.com/Leesburg/Virginia, or follow them on Instagram at B9Golf Leesburg. While you're checking them out, make sure to follow us on all of our social platforms as well. They are in the description below. And also check out our pro shop. The master stuff is on sale. Start looking forward to dropping our PGA Championship collection here in the near future. So make sure to check us out. Got some great deals going on. But Greg, it's supposed to be a little bit warmer tomorrow.
Little
head to head, so no tips and hits for me.
No.
Back here at Stoneleigh, so you're getting comfortable. So maybe you're going to pull that trigger here sooner or later and make it even more easy for you to get on.
Love that.
But look forward to it, man. And I will see you tomorrow. Everybody else, we'll talk to you next week.